happened to Manny Pacquiao? Could or Abby Binay even, no? Let's start with Manny. Manny was not in the top 5 of Mindanao.
Yes.
What?
Thank goodness we started with Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao, well, we cannot call him, former senator siguro is the best we can call him, is for some strange reason just made a life decision. I think it was a life decision on his part to run away from what made him great. I've been saying this for years now. I don't understand why former Senator Manny Pacquiao did just refuse to embrace what made him an icon, which is his boxing. He never used his boxing persona in any of his campaigns. When he ran for president, man of destiny, nakakurbata, naka-coat and tie, tapos nasa podium. Bakit di na ginamit yung boxing element? He was known as the pambansang kamao, for goodness sake.
Oo.
Don't tell me that doesn't translate to a vote, man. Pambansang kamao.
No, that's one. But did Manny being part of the Alianza, was that a part of actually, was that an issue for him? Because
it was one of the nails in the coffin. Yeah, it was one of the nails in the coffin because ang tingin sa kanya ng mga taga Mindanao, betrayal. Ba't ka sumama dyan? And again, there's anecdotal evidence, more than anecdotal on my part because yung mga kandidato ko, nakita ko yon, where the Alianza and those allied with the Marcos camp could not land in Mindanao. They made their logistics a living nightmare trying to stage anything in Mindanao. So nagsuffer doon, especially for Manny Pacquiao na anak ng Mindanao yan. He's one of ours. Bakit sumama yan sa mga Marcos?
Okay, Abby Binay, pag-usapan natin because, the others, like Ben-Hur Abalos, they were always out of the Magic 12. But to be fair, during Duterte's time, kahit out of the Magic 12, napasok niya sa 12 eh. Diba? With command votes. So eto, parang, we'll talk about command votes later or the lack of it in this term. But Abby Binay was number 9. What happened there? Can we show it? Abby Binay is not even number 13, I believe. Ang baba.
Baba.
What happened, Alan?
Well, I think, again, the formula for winning an election is awareness to conversion. So yung national awareness kay Mayor Abby was not really that high. Hindi siya kilala nationally. So, with that in place,
iba kilala nationally ang Binay?
Ang Binay kilala dahil tumakbong senador, dating vice president. Pero if you look at other surveys, yung awareness kay Mayor Abby, hindi ganun kataas. Well, hindi siya yung nasa high 90s, 100s. So pag ganyan, you will really lean back into the machinery. If you're in that position, you lean back into the machinery. The problem is, in this case, as we found out, hindsight is always 2020. Stayed pala yung machinery. The machinery was not. It was not a plus. In fact, it was a minus. Merong anti-Marcos, may anti-admin, anti-Marcos protest. So hindi naging kaanya-anyaya. I don't want to call it a kiss of death yet.
Kasi I was going to ask you that because let's go back in history as well. This is important for political analysis. That term kiss of death was only given to an endorsement done by former President Arroyo during her midterms, right?
Kiss of death. Well, let's not jump to conclusions. Nakalima naman siya. But again, if data will, and survey firms are being attacked now, that's another topic for another day perhaps. But yung approval ratings before midterms, PGMA had 30%, which was then the lowest. PBBM has 25. Tinalo niya yung pagiging low.
GMA ulit?
30% before the midterms.
Yun ang approval ni GMA.
Nung midterms nung panahon niya.
Oo, pero ito 20 si BBM.
25. Mas mababa pa.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So that was perhaps the data that flew over a lot of people's heads. Nag-focus sila sa survey. Sino ba yung top 12? Sino ba yung ano? I think one overlooked key bit of data was ano ba yung approval rating ng sitting president